Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from right now. I am Designedbytolarh, and you're welcome to my live session. So I was thinking about some things today, and I kind of felt like documenting my journey on YouTube here. I'm making it a live video. Okay, so I feel like my YouTube journey here is actually worth it, and also my journey here on YouTube is has a lot of lessons that I really want people to learn from. This lessons doesn't only apply to you as a YouTuber, but it also applies to everyday life. Okay, so I'm gonna be starting this, and I really want you to support me. I really want you to show like show love. Okay, be kind in the comments, and I really want you to just show me love, okay, in the comments. All right, so yeah. So before I started my YouTube channel, I knew YouTube was a platform where you can learn a lot of things. Like, you can Google when you really need when you really need an answer to a particular question. Okay, but YouTube is a place whereby you are being taught the the practical aspect of it. Google is going to analyze to you the theoretical aspect, whereby YouTube is going to show you the practical aspect of whatever you are searching for. So then I was using YouTube for my sewing journey, okay, because I am a fashion designer and I make clothes, beautiful clothes, lovely clothes. Okay, so I was using YouTube then as my I was learning some things on YouTube, like maybe when I'm making a particular clothes, a particular design, and I don't really know what to do next, or maybe that design is kind of confusing. So I resort to YouTube to help me with it. And then while I was doing that, I felt it like, okay, I'm learning from YouTube. Some people actually put this here for others to learn from. I also have things that I can put here that others can learn from. So I started my YouTube channel. All right, so I started making clothes, started my sewing journey, and started making clothes out there so that others too can learn how to do so. And I was happy with it because I was able to help people. I was able to meet needs of people by uploading and putting out tutorials on how to make outfits. And I really loved it because from the comments that people gave, people were like, oh wow, I really enjoyed this tutorial. Oh, thank you for this. Oh, thank you for um putting out this tutorial and all of that. And that was an encourager for me. It really encouraged me a lot to keep on doing more, which I kept on doing, and I really loved it. But here comes something. You know, there is um this particular, let's say, an adage or something like, when you're doing what you love, you're doing what you love because you love it. Okay, that is why you're doing it. But at the same time, you need money so you can continue. So my first year on YouTube, I didn't get monetized in my first year. You know, YouTube ads is requirement. Like within the first year of you starting your YouTube channel, that is if you are posting long form content, you need to have 1000k subscribers and then 4000 watch hours. I already had the 1000 subscribers. I think I met that 1000 subscribers within just a month. Was it even up to a month? It was really fast because the third video I posted really went viral, that I had thousands of views in I had thousands of views on that video per day. Okay, so it went viral. So I really had my 1000. I can't really say I didn't really but I had my 1000 subscriber pretty fast. Okay, so now it was left to 4k watch hours, and I was having my 4k watch hours, but I did not actually know when I started posting on YouTube. You know, YouTube starts, I don't know how they count the 12 months, but after 12 months, you know, and you don't meet up the 1k subscribers and 4k watch hours, then you need to, the following year, after a year, the following year, you need to start all over again. So that was what happened to me. So my first year on YouTube, I didn't meet up my 4k watch hours. So the following year, which was 2024, okay, because I really started posting 2023, March 2023, I think so, if I'm correct. So all through 2023, I couldn't meet up my 4k watch hours, and that was because I was close to making my 4k watch hours. But why I couldn't meet up my 4k watch hours was because there were some challenges that came up, so I couldn't keep up with posting videos. I couldn't keep up with making content. So, and something about YouTube is the fact that after the first year, if you didn't meet up with your 4k watch hour, the following year you're going to be starting again from 1 watch hour until you have 4k watch hours. So that was what happened. So I didn't know because I stopped tracking the progress for my watch hours, all because whenever I check the watch hour, you know, it's always like giving. Yeah, so I'm sorry about the break. My network here is really fluctuating. So, you know, and I'm trying to remember where I stopped before the network started to fluctuate. So, you know, and that was it. That was how I started my YouTube journey. And, you know, so the following year, which was 2024, it started counting again. So this is how it works. Let's say, for example, you posted your first video February, let's say February 2025, you posted your first video February 2025. YouTube is going to count 12 months for you after. So that's going to be February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. So by February the following year, if you do not meet up the 4k watch hours and the 1k subscribers, you're going to start again the following year. You're going to start again from 1 hour. So that was really what happened to me. So I couldn't meet up my 4k watch hours. That was 2023 when I started posting on my YouTube. When I officially started posting on my YouTube, I couldn't get my 4K watch hours complete. But I didn't know that I was really close. Like, I did not know. Do you know why? Because I was really, will I say, depressed that my watch hour was slow. Like, maybe some days I can have 3 watch hours, maybe some days 10 watch hours. And I was like, when will I actually meet my 4,000 watch hours? So, I stopped checking. I was just like, let me just keep on working. And then I stopped checking the progress about my watch hour. Sorry. Sorry, no. So I stopped checking about my progress, and then I concentrated. So I concentrated on just making content. So, and another thing was that I didn't know the exact dates that I started posting on YouTube. So the following year, which was 2024, when I decided to check, because all to 2023, I think starting from maybe June or July 2023, I stopped checking my progress report. I stopped checking my watch hour because I felt like it was, making me have some sort of anxiety. So that was why I stopped. And then by the time I went back to it to check, that was in 2024. I can't remember the particular month. I noticed that my watch hour was on 1 point something thousand watch hours. And then as at 2023, I was already around 2,000 plus. So 2024, when I checked, I saw that I was on 1,000 something watch hours, and I was really hungry. I was like, what happened? Did they take away my watch hour? I mean, I felt like this watch hour, well, the last time I checked this watch hour was around 2,000 plus, and that should be like 6 months ago. And now I come back to check it 6 months after, and I'm seeing just over 1K watch hours. What really happened? What did YouTube do to my watch hour with everything that I've been doing, making content, trying to keep up with posting, everything? Sometimes I use my feeding allowance to buy materials to make content. And I was like, so what happened? All my sweats, where did all of that go to? And I was so hungry. And then fortunately for me, I went to my lifetime, because if you are a YouTuber, you're going to have analytics. So I went to my analytics, and I went to lifetime, and there and then, okay, I told my partner about it, that I'm not doing YouTube anymore. I'm actually, quitting YouTube. I'm not doing this anymore. And my partner was like, okay, let's go check your lifetime. And when I went to check my lifetime, I actually realized that as of 2023, I was already on 3,000, I think 3,500 and something K watch hours. It was 3,000, maybe 3,007 or 3,008, I can't remember, but it was very close to 4,000 watch hours. And I didn't know. All because I stopped checking the progress report. I stopped checking my progress report. I stopped checking the progress report. I didn't know. If I had known, I didn't mean I was checking my progress report, I would have known that, oh, I was already close to 4K watch hours. And then I would have just, put in, like, doubled up my effort so that my monetization, my 4K watch hours, so that I was going to, get to my 4K watch hours 2023. So and I was so hungry. So I was already close to 4K watch hours when I actually stopped checking my analytics. So fast forward to 2024, YouTube started for me from 1 watch hours. So as of the time when I got monetized, I was already on 7,000 plus watch hours, almost at 8,000 watch hours. Wish to tell you that my previous year, which was in 2023, I was almost at 4K watch hours. So you can see how that really affected, you know. So that is why I'm just trying to say this here, that whenever you're doing something, just keep up at it. Don't lose focus. Don't be tired. Don't be weary. Don't just feel like, oh, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Okay. So look at what that actually cost me. All because I stopped checking my progress report. Okay. So, and that was what happened. So I couldn't get monetized in my first year on YouTube. It took me 2 years for me to hit my monetization. And at the time I was monetized, I was almost on 8,000 watch hours. So, with over 3,000 subscribers. So, that was it. And what has this journey taught me? This journey has really taught me to be persistent. This journey has taught me to, excuse me, whenever you're doing something, make sure you put your mind to it. Whenever you're doing something, most times at the peak of your breakthrough, that is really when distractions come. That is really when the urge for you to give up comes. But if you can just overcome that particular time, then you see that you're going to just break through. Imagine if I did not stop tracking the progress at that time. I would have known that, I would have gotten monetized at 2023. So all through 2024, I would just be, cashing out. Like I would all to 2024, I would have just been, getting money from YouTube. But because I stopped tracking my progress reports at 2024, at 2023, 2024, YouTube started for me again from 1 watch hour. So all to 2024, I was again working towards 4K watch hours, working towards my monetization. So you see what that actually did. But did I regret this? I would say no, because I give all glory to God. But one thing I'm going to say is that this actually taught me a lesson, which I feel that you as well, you really learnt about. Okay, so and that is it. So I don't want this live session to be longer than necessary. I think I'm just going to cut it off at this point. But by God's grace, I promise to continue on my journey on YouTube some other time. Okay, so I have this one viewer that have stayed with me all through. Please, I want you to signify in the comments who are you, so that I can just appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this live video. I really appreciate you a lot. Have a nice day and take good care of yourself. Bye.